Good morning, good morning, good morning. Listen, I'm feeling good this morning. I am feeling great this morning. How are you feeling? Be real, be real. How are you feeling this morning? Now, if you said anything other than I'm feeling great, I'm feeling like I can do this, I'm feeling like, all the good things in life, flowers and rainbows, I want you to shift your words to I'm feeling positive today. I'm going to have a great day today, right? Yeah. So let's go ahead and begin to just build this momentum up. Let's go ahead and begin to build up what our positive thinking, build up our energy, our vibe, what are we giving off today? What do we want to achieve today? Let's go after that. Let's go after the great things, and let's just go ahead and set our trajectory to just go sky high, right? Positive thinking, positive everything. Okay. So again, good morning. My name is Alicia Richardson. I'm a brand strategist and business coach. Go ahead and share, go ahead and tag, go ahead and get everybody that you want to have a great day today on in here today. And I got so again, we are in reset week. We are in reset week. So this week, so far, we've reset ourselves, right? We began to ask those important questions, such as, and this was on, was it Monday? We begin to ask, where am I from, right? We're getting our source. Why am I here, right? We talked about purpose. What can I do? We talked about our potential. And where am I going? Your destiny, right? That was on Tuesday. On Monday, we reset our why. We reset, why are we doing things? Why are we going after the things that we're going for? Okay. And on yesterday, we reset our faith. Now that one was for me. I promise y'all, I was up here talking to myself as I was talking to y'all. Um, and so today we are going to reset our priorities. And this one came because of a clubhouse I did yesterday. And as I started talking more about priorities, it hit me. I'm like, man, we really have to take the time to look at what are we prioritizing in our life? What are we making the making our focus, for our day? And so that's what I want to get to you today is, first of all, what are priorities? What should they be? How should they look? Why do we need them? Right? What like we hear priorities, but do we actually really take an intentional look at those in our personal life? And so just real quick, priorities are things that we deem important, and we give them a hierarchy, or there's a hierarchy to our priorities if you're doing them right. Because sometimes we don't even think about, we get up and we say, like, what's our problem? Like, we have a problem that we feel we need to solve, but just because it's a problem that we feel are a roadblock, that's not necessarily what our priority is. Sometimes, like we talked about before, roadblocks and issues and things, they come in to be a distraction from our priorities. So we have to begin to reshape and reframe, reset our priorities. And when we get up in the morning, I know some people, like if you had a bad night the night before and you're just dealing with some stuff and things are on your mind, whether it be like financial issues, whether it be family issues, spouse, you and your spouse got into it issues. You get up in the morning and that's still playing through your mind. Like that's been me. I get up and I could be mad at somebody, or somebody has done something, or something financial has come up, and I might be dwelling on that thought. And so whatever my priority is, so for instance, my one of the things that I've been dealing with right now is I put my son in school at the beginning of the year, but we had problems with the school, so we took him out. The school called me back. I've taken him out and asked me if I would consider having a meeting. So that day it was like, man, what do I do? Because now I got all of these forethoughts coming in. Well, if I do put them back, what will happen here? If I don't put them back, what am I damaging? What am I, and I'm going through that. And guess what? I still got a homeschool. And so I think for like that day, I think for 2 days, we didn't homeschool. So I didn't take care of what the priority was, because a problem was introduced, or what I felt was a problem was introduced into my day. And so it distracted me from my priorities. But then I had to snap back in and be like, hold on, wait, missed 2 days. Well, and also I had some other stuff come up as well. I had a lot of stuff going on, like I told you all at the beginning of this week. So we had to end up doing like whatever classes those were on Saturday and Sunday, right? So it's the flexibility of being homeschooled. So let's reset our priorities. So what's important right now? What's important for you to complete right now or to do, right? Is it getting a job? Is it launching a program? Is it simply filling out paperwork? Is it following up with clients? Is it reaching out to a family member that you hadn't talked to in a while, right? What are those priorities? And one thing that I mentioned in the clubhouse yesterday is that your priorities change day to day based off of what is introduced into your day. Right? So there are some priorities that are just like, this is absolute. Like I got a homegirl who her main mission is to move, right? So whatever is introduced into her day, that priority that she sets is everything needs to go toward moving to where she's trying to go. However, as this is the focus, all right, now then what's the next priority? What's the next priority? Whenever we don't have priorities set, one thing that we do is we don't get things done. When we set our focus on other things, or we set our focus on whatever tries to distract us, that priority don't get done. I just kind of explained to you how, something came in or entered into our day, and homeschooling every day from Monday through Friday. Now that's top priority, even outside of my business. Him homeschooling and learning and getting the education he needs is top priority, right? So when that distraction came in, guess what? It didn't get done. But I had to snap myself back into reality and reset and say, you know what, this is priority. So now Saturday, that priority is now going to have to go into Saturday and Sunday. And whatever was my rest, which is the weekend, is no longer that priority, as long as I still have the homeschooling to do. All right. So you got to get things done, and priorities help you do that. Priorities also help set standards. Okay. So I tell people all the time, my standards, the way I set my standards is it's my family first, right? My husband, my children, we had a dog. So whoever was in my house was first. The needs of the people in my home are first, and everyone else comes after that. Okay. So myself, then my family, and then the needs of everybody else. Understood? That's how I set my priorities. So whatever comes into play, and whatever comes into play in however I categorize them, like if it's for me, then obviously it's going to go first. If it's for my family, my child, my whoever, then it comes at that point, right? And if it's for people outside the house, if I categorize as something like, oh, somebody outside the house, then it goes there. Okay. So you have to learn to prioritize, but also create standards to tell people like, my son has this today. I'm sorry, I won't be able to participate. All right. And it also creates balance in your day. So, of course, having that standard, because I know sometimes like we get bombarded with a lot of things, and it throws you off balance. It throws you off everything. So when you begin to actually prioritize and put your priority list in a visual place, right? So I actually have I have what I call a circle of importance, and I have that displayed so that I can see what my circle of importance are. So if you don't have it like in here, then you need to have it visualized somewhere. So when you're trying to make plans or people are calling you out of the blue, like, hey, can you do this? And you know you're a yes sayer instead of a let me think about that or a no, like you need that. Because every time you say yes, you're adding to your schedule, you're adding to your day, you're adding to your priority list. And so it throws you off balance. Okay. And the next thing is it creates boundaries. Priorities create boundaries. So again, when those calls do come in, hey, do you think you can run and da 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 da? Do you think you can da 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 da? Based off that list, based off your priority list, and looking at your priority list for that day, and then also for if it's like, oh no, this is on Wednesday, this is 7 days away. Okay, well, what's my priority 7 days away, right? Because you have a visual of what you're looking at, what that priority looks like. All right, so but you have your boundaries set because it's like, because of my priority, I'm not going to be able to even entertain this. Because of my priority, you know what? I won't even pick my phone up. Like that's a real thing for me. My phone goes on silent. My priority at night is sleeping. I don't know about you, and I said it before, I don't understand the people who say I have to keep my phone on in case there's an emergency. I don't believe that. I believe that 911 is a real number. I believe that God speaks to me when someone is really does need me, if God needs me to be somewhere, right? If not, that call can get answered when I wake up in the morning. I mean, and I wake up at like 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay. So that's my that creating those boundaries are important to our priorities are important to help you set those boundaries. So this wasn't necessarily a fun topic, but it's a needed topic because I'm pretty sure there's people out there that think that everything in their day is a priority. I have to get all this stuff done today, and if I don't, then this is going to happen. No. What do you need to do today? What absolutely needs to get done today, or this is not kicking off? What can what what can you put to the side for tomorrow? Put priorities, man. You have to have priorities. And I have to literally have this conversation with my husband because my husband gets himself, he wants to give to the community. And so like he puts and he's in the military. So he's going after the different grades. What are things called? Like E1, E2, E3, 485. Like he's going after all of that. He wants to make it the chief, right? So he's got that going on, football going on, plus his family going on, da 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 da. And so I'm like, listen, I know you got all this, and taking care of this can definitely be a distraction, but don't forget, I'm sitting here at the house. Like we have to have these priority talks. So the same way I had those priority talks with my husband, I had those priority talks with me. Alicia, come on now. You done got stuck in your in your zone, and you done neglected everybody else in the house. Like when I get in the zone, I'm in the zone. So that's why I have to have priorities set before the day starts so that I know, okay, I'm gonna spend this much time here because I got a priority over here, right? Same like with morning motivation. Morning motivation is a priority because it needs to get done. Consistency needs to happen, right? So I need to get up and prioritize what we're doing for morning motivation. If not, it won't get done. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I don't do it within the time that I do it within, like it's not getting done for the day. And y'all missing out on morning motivation. Like, come on now. I love motivating you guys in the morning. But anyway, that's it. That's all I have for today, which is prioritize, reset your priorities. Again, my name is Alicia Richardson. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Before you go, really quick, did y'all sign up for the Do You in 2022 yet? Okay, because you're gonna need it. Next year is coming along. When COVID hit, a lot of people were knocked off their socks, off their shoes, whatever you want to say. They were knocked off. All right. And they didn't know where to go or what to do. But those who came last year, they had their plan, and all they had to do is shift. not try to come up with something. Because if you're trying to do something day by day, and most of you are, you're doing things day by day on like, you know, whatever happens today. No, if you don't have that plan set in place, you're going to it's not going to look good for you, right? Um, so you want to be able to just simply have to pivot and not have to come up with everything and keep life simple. So that's all I have for today. If you want to be a part of Do You in 2022 or learn more about it, let me know. The link is definitely in the description of this video. Just click on it and it takes you to the Eventbrite page where it explains what Do You in 2022 actually means and what you get from it. So that's it. That's all I have today. Happy Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. I look forward to it all. Be blessed. Love you guys.